Hello guys, there is another game here. This time we have Demu playing as the Chushi's Legacy in the color purple against BC playing as his classic color, the color yellow, playing as the Mongols. Looking forward for this one because I almost never see Mongols. I almost never see Chushi's Legacy, and especially on the latter, when you're like between gold, platinum, diamond starts getting a little bit better. You mostly see English, French, HRE, and since the last patch, Byzantines, but I haven't got that many Byzantines games this patch. I don't know why. But normally you don't see, you know, we have so many civilizations. I would love to see a huge variety of civilizations when I play the game. And normally when I play like 5 games in a day, which that's a lot to be honest, for me, I never get the Mongol. I really never get the Mongol player. I really never get the Chushi player. I never get, you know, those civilizations that we don't really see very often. So I'm very happy. Very happy I found this one. And I also don't got access to watching Demu's games just because his profile is private, and I don't know how to ask him like, hey, can I add you so I can catch your games? I don't really know. But I guess you never know if you never ask, right? But anyway, Barracks coming out for BC. I'm gonna start putting some pressure here, taking advantage that the gold for Demu is actually at the front. Not a big deal for Chushi's Legacy, just because they have the taxes, and they can eventually get the gold from it, but still quite an issue. It is still quite an issue. Looks like Demu haven't scouted the barracks yet, only scout his side of the map, and he's gonna get a little surprise here. Hello buddy, how are you doing? You must be like, okay, so is he gonna just pull villagers, or I think he has just enough time to gather the gold he needs to age up. And I'm thinking about meditation gardens. How about this place? Big gold, a little bit of wood. Probably will get this gold here. I don't know any other place. Probably here as well, like gold, berries, and nothing else. Looks like meditation gardens is just gonna be here, next to the tower, to the outpost. And I think it doesn't really say, like, obviously it does get denied when your enemy steps on it, but it doesn't specifically says that the generation of resources gets denied when you have a tower next to it. It's only enemy units, so I guess we will see. Or maybe they can't when they are in the outpost and you can just put them here, and the meditation gardens doesn't really give you resources. But there you go, food and gold. That's all we need, guys. Most important resources in the game, probably. And there you go, outpost comes up. Not enough range to get to the villagers, but emplacement will come soon, and I believe they will reach at least these villagers. So we need to move the ship a little bit back here, and that's a very aggressive outpost. Let's see if BC is actually trying to build another one. Because if you build an outpost here, then suddenly you only have one way to go, like, which is this area. And probably he will think about it. Never mind. Villager going back home. It's like not gonna be pushing it. Deer stones is gonna be the choice for BC. Now there's something interesting about deer stones that it's happening in the next patch, and I believe the name is the Kang Hunters. It's gonna be a new unit for the Mongols, uniquely available from the deer stones, I believe, because a lot of people just go get the civil tree, like just cheap traders. Beautiful stuff, right? You don't really need to think much about it, especially when the Mongol trade is pretty much the best way to play the Mongol. And we're gonna see more deer stones maybe in the next patch with the Kang Hunters, which is really interesting. Blacksmith coming up for Demu. He has chosen the path of war. Probably we're gonna see some Truganus. There you go. archery range, double archery range. This guy, it's never mind, barracks coming here. Jugun's super good unit, especially when taking down buildings. When you have a lot of them, just attack the buildings, and they actually do quite a lot of damage. You almost don't need ramps when you have a lot of them. I'm talking about like 50 or more, right? You cannot just take down buildings with Jugun's. But let's see what Beastie's plan is. He's trying to go for that second town center. You know, 2TC build. I'm not sure. He doesn't have any upgrade for double broadaxe or anything, but this has definitely helped the economy. After wheelbarrow, these guys will just run. Like, take a look at this speed. Where's a move speed? 1.29. After the wheelbarrow, it's just gonna get crazy. We're gonna take a look at that later. Meanwhile, Demu already have one barracks, getting those spearmen out. Meanwhile, BC actually not going for Keshiks yet, just gonna be archers and spearmen, which is really interesting because Demu is building spearmen and Beastie doesn't really have any Keshiks out there. I guess Demu expected some Keshiks, but Beastie is really not interested on mobility, at least at this point. I mean, well, I believe it is getting the resources it needs. Like 21 food and 15 gold looks fair to me in this situation. Siege engineering already being researched, and with just those spearmen, he's gonna be able to take down that outpost. It's quite important since you need the gold. It's amazing he got all the gold from just passively all this time. Archers are already here. That's a huge deal. Demu only has spearmen. Trugnus are on the way, but if he just goes with this, spearmen from the outpost can take down this battering ram, and then he needs to fight. But archers are already here, and with the archers, then basically this army that is inside here, it's cannot do anything. I believe there's a Chugunu inside. I don't really see it somewhere else. And he sees the archers and he says, you know what, I'm actually coming back with more Chugunus. I don't think I can really deal with this. Alright, so more units coming for Demu here. Most likely more Chugunus. Yes sir, more Chugunus. That's what the doctor recommended. Meanwhile, Beastie with the double production, pumping those archers non-stop. We already have 14 archers into the game at 8-minute mark. Not a bad number. Not a bad number at all. Let's take a look at income per minute. And then coming up with 15 units here. I don't know how this will do for him. I mean, as soon as he comes here, Spearman gonna come here, and then you need to release the crazy guys. Battering ram gonna be focusing on the outpost. Then Trugunus doing insane damage. No +1 range armor coming from him, and Demu already had the +1 range attack, but not enough. Trugunus outpost still alive, but finally it's being taken down, and looks like Demu stops continuing fighting for now. That was huge actually. With so little Chugunu, you actually deal quite some damage while having the outpost next to you. So it's kind of like those moments where just a little upgrade can help you quite a ton. Unfortunately, Chugunu is not really the best unit to play with the very low numbers. You will see an increase of damage when you have the more Chugunus you have, the more you see the difference. It's just one of those units where in very low numbers it's not really that good. While more archers, we're playing Age of Archers now. I don't know how you feel about it. A lot of people just go in archers, no matter which civilization they go for. Cavalry ship, archers. Infantry ship, archers. Everyone just goes archers now. I even play against a French guy during the live stream. yesterday that he didn't make any single knight. He was just playing archers. Oh, this is like that's the weirdest thing I've ever seen. Looks like BC will have to pull back for now. That's a lot of trigger news, and that's a fight he cannot win at the moment. Looks like he's having all his units in the back. Come on, he's already running. Run while you can, because this is the Trugunu push with a battering ram and a single horseman. That's all you need. Spearmen are already there for BC. I believe he's gonna be able to build more spearmen. As soon as he sees the horseman, he's kind of forced to. Never mind, he says, you know what, I'm going Keshiks. They technically counter the horseman in a way. Not directly, but, you know, it's an armor unit. Has plenty of HP and has more damage, so I guess it does counter it. Another outposts are here. You gotta be careful with the can. If the can comes here, puts the falcon. Is it the falcon? The halcon? I'm not really sure what it is. My Muay Thai teacher when I was a teenager used to have one. Always wear it in his arm with that protective gear you use. I don't know. If he puts the animal here, you can see. You will be able to see it. But never mind. Battering ram already there. It's gonna deal with it, and no units nearby. So this outpost is gonna go down for sure. More archers coming for BC. Meanwhile, Trugunu is the way for Demu. Now, there is no Song Dynasty yet for him. So, meaning he still has the possibility of going for a very fast Castle Age. Unless he wants to fight the Field Age. It's not a bad choice when you have Trugunu available for you. Keshik gonna be taking down that battering ram, and another cheeky outpost here next to the deer. The 9 mod food resources for Demo. He needs to go back to the corner of the map. He already scouted this. He indeed have a spearman, and probably gonna send a villager to build another outpost. Who knows? Numbers very equal for both sides. Demu not building an army at the moment. I don't know if he's like thinking about, should I just go Castle Age? Because for Chushi's Legacy in the Tang Dynasty, you do have a discount for going to the next age. So you might as well keep the Tang Dynasty until you reach Imperial, I guess. Meanwhile, the Mongol Empire, lots of pasture, lots of sheep. Last night I ate some sheep, amazing stuff. Amazing stuff. The barbecue one. Looks like they usually eat it raw, but anyway. Keshik just... You know what I love about these players? They just put units everywhere in the map. And they still take a look at what's going on. Like, look at Demu. He's like sending these units here, sending a unit here, sending another unit here. I mean, it's patrolling, but you know, it's the fact that you have the brain to actually think about all those stuff. Because you do have the gold here, but I don't think gold is running out for BC anytime soon. Still have plenty of gold in the bank. Arrows leak in placement coming somewhere in this map. I'm not exactly sure where. I don't really see the outpost. Where is it? Oh, that's Demu. Let's take a look at BC's vision. There you go. Outpost here next to the relic. And Demu already reaches the Castle Age. Indeed, that was the possibility for him. And he's upgrading those Truganus. BC is going deep dive into the base. Like, I'm not fighting with the upgrades, man. I'm just going to the bases right now. With my Keshiks, with my archers. It's what we have now. Meanwhile, in Age of Archers, we already have 31 archers for BC. Demu will have to burn down the outpost. Managed to do that very quickly. We'll gather the deer now and sends the army here. BC already know where he is. He's gonna send his army as well. He's also macroing for going that Castle Age. There's plenty of food in the bank. He's halfway there. He's halfway there. The problem is there's an upgraded army here, and you may not want to take this fight. Truganus have more health, more damage. They're just so good. So good. Look at that Truganus just melting just the Keshiks. Beautiful stuff coming for both players. Look at this shot, man. You don't get these shots every day when you play the game. You're too focused on playing. But the Keshik numbers back to 0 apparently. And Age of Archers is just dominating the Trugunus. Amazing stuff. Amazing stuff. Now Demu is forced to go back. He loses access to the deer. And at the same time, Beastie just aging up with the step read up. Just gonna be getting that gold passes by 50%, which is a big deal, to be honest. If you don't go trade, you have to go that landmark. Your gold income is gonna be insane. The bold man, it's out there. It's like, I'm not afraid of Trugunus. I don't care. Or of archers, I should say. Lancer, with a little bit of unit disorder, it's like, it's okay, man. You can take this fight. You can take this fight. You can do it. Come on. You can take all of those archers at the same time. Nothing will happen to you. New age begins for Beastie. Let's take a look at his upgrades. Not gonna be upgrading those archers, apparently. It's gonna be the Keshiks. No archer mass for Beastie anymore. So it was a decent trade for both players. In a way, they went back to the Dark Age. No military units on the field. It's a period of peace where all the military units are dead. We just focus on the economy for now. It's gonna be a great time. Look at that. Shaolin Monk going there to grab the relic, but looks like it's gonna go down. And a couple of Lancers will not be able to reach on time. I don't think a couple of Lancers can take down this outpost that fast. But it's gonna be plenty of Keshiks for Beastie. Plenty of them. And Monastery already out. Probably gonna grab the relic in the middle. It's the one that is the safest for him. Let's take a look at where he's going. Not really sure where he's going. Crossbows are already out for Beastie. Meanwhile, Knight gonna get spotted here. Get some decent damage. Remember, not so many military units on the field, so every single health counts. Look at the Shaolin Monk. What a chat. It's like outpost next to it. No worry, man. I get it. I get it. I endure the pain. Except this guy just coming out of nowhere just for charge. Where's the charge, man? I thought he was charging here. Where you going, buddy? There you go. Okay, now you can get it. Never mind, you cannot get that one. Looks like Demon's gonna go for the berries now. Deer, it's finished. Still have some food here, but BC already have an outpost, and this one has a sprinkle in placement, so this one means business. For sure. Step right out, moving to another location. There you go. You gotta love the extra gold that you get from here. It's one of my favorite landmarks. It's just to be like the way to play when you don't play as trade with Mongols. You just, before the Keshiks, you want to avoid staying in the field age as strange as this seems. Like before the Keshik era, Mongol didn't have access, you know, to heavy cavalry units, so they try to avoid staying in field age as long as possible. And you know, they try to rush castle, semi-rush castle, tower rush into some harassment and then rush castle. Step Rita was the meta there, because you can get a lot of gold and eventually you can build a market, sell that gold, pump more units, and you know, get to the classic outpost with siege, sieging up your opponent's base. Nothing gets better than siege with the Mongols, man. Siege with the Mongol is extremely fun. If you haven't tried, you need to try it one day. Like if you manage to get it, because not that easy for sure. Looks like Demu will be very happy with 3 relics so far. And Keshiks go for a raid. Boltman doing what he does best. Meanwhile, Palace Guards out there for Demu. Not the best unit to counter the Keshiks. Nest of Bees are already out there. And very nice raid coming for Beastie. He killed quite a bunch of villagers. Demu also raiding only one Lancer, so he's not gonna be able to take any villager. Just cause some idle time. Look how much health these guys have. 75. Outpost coming here. Outpost coming here as well for Demu. He does see this. And now horsemen are out on the field. You almost never see horsemen. They do have a very cool colors in the castle age. And Nest of Beasts looks like it's gonna try to get sniped. But them already have the villagers there, but not preparing the Nest of Beasts on time. And with that Nest of Beasts, looks like he won't have the answer to this army. Just a little bit of a distraction of multitasking. If he had saved that Nest of Beasts, things would have ended up different for him. And never mind, another Nest of Beasts coming here. Jiangnan Tower coming up for him. It's like, we're not going Imperial anywhere soon. Let's just get that Jiangnan Tower right away. It's gonna help with the farm transition, of course, because food is pretty much denied for now. He needs to think about the farm transition, probably around this area, because he has some gold. I keep on the rush. Nest of Beasts getting repaired. Managed to get some decent shots there, but the villagers are just dying here, and the keep won't get built, unfortunately. He lost quite a lot of villagers. And just for the Nest of Beasts. Just for this one. Just for this one, man. At the end, Nest of Beasts is going down. And with the keep not going up, it's a tough one. More units coming for Beastie. The keep gets cancelled. And another Nest of Beasts. Not anywhere nearby, and Demu taps out. Well played by these two players. I'll put a link in the description where you can follow them. Go check them out. They are great.